Okay, hello everyone, it's me, Paigeofmaces, and welcome back to Magical Diary. You may notice that we're not on September, we're in November. That's because, apart from throwing the pie away that Damien gives us after we do initiation with him, and telling Ellen that she should have Virginia pay her to clean up the room, nothing much has really changed. And I did pass my test, because this time I am focusing on white and green magic, although I've got a load of points in red just so I could get the push object spell. I literally just finished having lunch, so if I do rather unwomanly belches, that's because I have just guzzled a load of soup and water. Also, my fringe looks really wonky. But I can see again, it's amazing, it's fantastic, but never mind, let's get on. Let's get it on. At least Virginia and I do. Ellen sits at her desk and pulls a large book off the shelf, but lays it down, closed, in front of her and sighs. So this is sort of where I think the Ellen route will begin. My hand, I am not telling it to do that. Get down. What's up? Nothing, just the dance. Did Ellen have a date? The reaction is immediate. Oh, God damn it, Virginia, you make her cry all the time. Wow, I'm sorry. Are you okay? What happened? She scrubs at her face and sniffs, trying to push the wetness back into her eyes and failing. No, you have to tip your head back up to do that. Nothing. That doesn't look like nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing will ever happen. He said, because of you. Wait, what, me? Because I'm your roommate, so it's like I am his sister too. Sis, you like Donald? No, you fool. I smack her on the arm. No, you idiot, William. I remember, what film is it where there's like, I think it's like a cartoon film, where there's like, they point at some... Oh no, yeah, it's Avatar The Last Airbender. The monkey's an airbender! No, you idiot, it's the girl! Oh. That probably came out a bit too quick. I'm very sorry about that. I thought he swore off girls after Angela. After Angela what? That Butterfly Senior who was so nasty. Butterfly. He went out with her. I'll stop doing that, that's jiggling the screen around. She's awful. That's why they broke up. Look, Ellen, I'm not good at sensitive stuff. I know my brother. He wouldn't want to hurt you. Didn't say he did. Well, I want to make you feel better. I'm fine. Virginia sighs. Well, William, change the subject. Ellen's obviously unhappy, but maybe she'll feel better if we talk about something else. So what about Virginia so what about you, Virginia? You still haven't told us who you like. Which boy is it that's better than Jacob? Jacob's cream crackers. I don't like any boys. Any girls then? No, I don't like anyone that way. Why not? Maybe I have high standards? There must be somebody that sparkles a little bit for you. I am not touching that Twilight joke with a pole. Maybe you just don't realise it. That makes no sense at all. Bet that person you really like is... Jacob, Pastel, Ellen, Damien, Balthazar, William. Okay. Let us see what the omniscient walkthrough says. Okay. So... different characters, if it's just a thing. Ellen, you lose a point with each of them, don't want to do that. Don't say William either. Okay, we'll go for Pastel. Pastel. Huh? The butterfly girl? You're already friends, right? You get along? Well, yes, but that's just it, we're friends. We're not even that close, it's just her mother brought her to stay at my house sometimes, so we know each other. She's really into dolls and sparkly things and stuff. We don't have that much in common. Well, that means you're a good balance for each other. Paige the matchmaker. You mean she can be the pretty one? It's not very nice. That's not what I meant. I meant different can be good, right? So you don't get bored? If I asked Pastel out, she'd say yes, but I'm not interested. She's not my type. So what is your type? I don't know. Oh my god. How can you not know what your type is? Have you never read Cosmo? Oh my dear. You have to find out what your type is. I mean, honestly, it's the most important thing in the world. I get teased a lot for my type. My type is non-English guys, or non-British guys. I get so much flack from my friends for not being able to fancy English people. It's like, my last boyfriend was a Kiwi. The one before that was Dutch. Yeah, the last one was like when I was at school and was only for 2 weeks. That's my longest relationship with an English guy, 2 weeks. The Kiwi lasted 2 years. So obviously the only way I could have a long-lasting relationship was with someone that was born and raised in Antarctica. Born and raised in Antarctica sounds just my type. And how do you know it's not her? I just do. I think you're going down the wrong path. Maybe. I don't know, it doesn't sound like a completely bad idea, does it? At least it's distracted Owen for a while. Nice, Paige the Master Troll. On Saturday the mail and allowances are delivered. What should I do today? We're going to study because I am saving up for the Halo, which costs $100, which is completely insane. Completely insane, and you can see my eyebrows reacting because my fringe is really weird. So I'm going to study. The library is fairly quiet, but familiar faces still present. And also, from what I've seen in the walkthrough, we want to get more smart for later on in Ellen's route. Study with Minnie. Minnie helps me out with my blue magic. Blue magic and smarts increased by 1, stress increased by 4. I wonder what increases by 4 and not by 2. Excuse me. Next week. Right, we want to carry on with white and do a little bit of green. We won't bother to sleep because... Please make yourself comfortable, my little cygnets. We have a serious issue to talk about today. Oh yeah, this is another one of her lectures. Yeah, the other world. And something else. Whoa. Right, learn a new spell. Sicken. Distorts the target's life energy, causing pain and weakness. Or weakness and pain, even. You again. Bonsoir, Paige. Did you enjoy your dinner? I suppose it was alright. Oh yes, I didn't have a big argument with him, so apparently he still thinks we can be friends. Screw you, Damien! Really? If you like your chili on the bland side. Bland chili sucks. Ah, thought so. There are many secrets here you probably haven't found yet, such as the best place to get a good meal. Would you like to come to dinner with me tomorrow off campus? At the mall food court? He chuckles. Near the mall, but not quite of it, not quite part of it. It is called the Glen, and it is magic only. The professors go there when they are too tired to travel, and visiting parents who want to take their student children somewhere nice. I thought parents weren't allowed to visit. Non-magical parents aren't supposed to visit. Oh. So, would you like to go? Is this a date? I'm busy this week, I can't afford it. I don't think I can afford a fancy magical restaurant. That is alright, it is my treat. I'm busy this week. Sorry I can't this week, I have other things I need to do. Bye bye now. Don't let the hallway door hit you in the arse on the way out. I've still not forgiven him for stealing my soul in his route. I do not forgive lightly. Oh. Well, how about next week then? I'd rather not. You don't want to be seen with me. You're a dick. I just don't think it's a good idea for us to go out. No, of course you don't. This is your revenge, little witch, or wasting my time? What? Don't touch me. Twitches his arm away from my grasp and stormed down the hall. Well, fine, be that way. So much for being friends. Dickbag. On Saturday morning, the mail allowances are delivered. Still so far to go. Ellen, there's a letter for you. Oh, it's from my family. Ellen carefully works her finger under the sealed envelope flap. Itchy back of the head. And opening it with a minimum of tearing, then unfolds the letter and begins to read. What? She drops back onto her bed with a thud and stares at the paper in her hands. What is it? It's nothing, just a change of plans. Brian and I are going home for Thanksgiving. What? Because it's a long way for such a short break, so it's better for me to stay here. Is that what you want? It doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't. It's not my decision. I can't go home on my own. You don't want me there. Well, we want you here, don't we, Paige? Yeah. Come on, we should all do something together today. Alright. Okay. You don't have to do that. I'm fine, really. You're fine about not going home. What, do you hate your parents or something? Virginia! I don't hate them. They just don't want me. Mum is probably glad to be rid of me. What about your dad? He's not around. I lived with my mum and Justin, my stepfather. Your father left you? No, not exactly. Mama was. She left him. Because Jen is my half-sister. Justin's her dad. My father was angry. I don't remember a lot of what happened. Then we moved and he eventually stopped writing. Mama says I look like him. I'm sure they want you home. It's 800 miles. You're going home for Christmas, right? As far as I know. Is it okay for people to stay here over the holidays? Yeah, there's always someone staying. Some people don't want to have to go back to being non-magical. Hey, if you want, you can come to our house for the break. Really? Sure. At least having people stay over. I mean, I have to ask, but I'm sure it'll be alright. Unless you don't want to, because, you know, my brother. No, I'd rather be here than all alone. Okay, I'll write to Mum and Dad. Now let's go do something. Let's go outside. I want some fresh air. Okay. We go for a walk and eventually a run, which occasionally turns into a chase. I'm still the fastest. We have a good time, but we tire ourselves out a bit. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. I did warn you guys about the soup. Next week. Flyers up in the halls have informed us that there will be a special assembly for all freshmen this Thursday. No class activities can be scheduled for that day. What should I do this week? Right, first we're going to sleep because we're wearing ourselves out. Then we're going to do this and this. Done. 15. Sleeping reduces stress. Yeah, really itchy. Ellen is in the room systematically taking clothes out of her dresser then putting them back in. What are you doing? Folding my clothes? Yes, but why are you unfolding them first? Because they aren't folded properly. Okay. I guess everyone has their quirks. Ow, my knee. Oh, my knee. I'm getting so old. One white magic, one stress. One white magic, one stress. Come on, let's have 3. Morning assembly. On Thursday morning, All the freshmen are gathered together in the gym. Good morning, my bright young things. Today's a special occasion for all of you. Oh, it's this thing again. You're going to get to practice what you've learned and try out some spells on each other without the pressure of a test or grades. This is an important lesson because in the future exams you may come up against spellcasters. You will need to know how to use magic in combat, how to avoid magic being used on you. Will everyone please team up in twos? There's some jostling and shuffling around. Virginia and Ellen pair off, and I end up standing by Virginia's brother Donald. Please pay attention before we begin. I want you to take turns casting spells at each other and blocking them. It's not a battle and you're not trying to defeat each other. Think of it like a game of catch, where the ball is on fire. One of you is the pitcher and one of you is the catcher. You can only pitch when it's your turn, so defenders may only defend and not attack. Also, please don't interfere with any other pairs. That includes casting spells that tend to be messy. No fireballs or ice storms, please. Target only your partner. So that means no holy, no flare, no scourge. No. Oh, for God's sake. No thunder. In fact, leave the Final Fantasy aspect out of the whole thing. I'll be on hand to deal with any injuries and accidents. If you hurt yourself, please call for help. I'll be right there. Have fun. Fun? I turn to face my partner. Ladies first. I'm not sure what to cast. I've never done this before. You can do a push spell, right? Sure, that's easy. Alright then, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. I start to cast a spell, but suddenly a wave of cold sweeps my body and I can't move. The spell fizzles out uncast. Ha. I wasn't sure that would work. It'll wear off in a minute. As he said, I am free shortly, but my fingertips are still tingling and sore. Alright, it's my turn now. Are you ready? Suppose. Uno, dos, tres. Cast distraction, cast push object. Distraction. There's a jolt and I feel a sting of like a tiny electric shock. Ow! Meh. Looks like you win. Sorry, what were you saying? The distractions roll doesn't work fast enough to stop you from casting. We work together for a while, trading spells back and forth. Then Donald holds up his hands and leans in close to whisper something. I've got a great idea. When I say go, you drop to the floor and cover your eyes. I'm going to cast something over your head. Okay. Go! On cue, I duck and cover. There's a whooshing noise and a burst of heat overhead, followed by screams. Donald, what are you doing? Oh, you're in trouble. Well, your flaming dragon was very impressive. Oh, I missed the fire dragon. Always miss the fire dragon. I want to see the fire dragon just one time, please. Oh, poor Paige managed to get out of the way. You'd hurt her badly. I'm not bothering to rewind that. We've done this scene so many times. Like years. It is very disappointing. You are so careful in your creativity. Why would you take such a risk? Stay quiet. I knew what I was doing. Well, maybe you did, but it's still a bad example to other students, don't you think? I'm sure you know there'll be a detention for this. Of course. We'll just have to give you 10 demerits. Yeah, will. Try to be good now. Jacob, put Mr. Arias down. Sherry's off to deal with someone else. Lucky there are no major accidents for the rest of the session. Green magic. 3 green magic, 3 stress. On Saturday morning, the mail and allowances is delivered. What should I do today? Study. The library is fairly quiet, but familiar faces are still present. Started with Minnie. Minnie helps me out with my black magic. Black magic and smart increased by 1, stress increased by 4. Next week. I should stop biting the inside of my mouth, it feels really weird. Paige? Yes? Do you like the theatre, plays? I don't know, why? Well, the drama club is doing Medea this week, and I kind of want to see it, but I don't want to go by myself. What's Medea? It's a classic Greek tragedy. It's about a witch whose lover betrays her, and the terrible things she does for revenge. Doesn't sound very nice. That's why it's a tragedy. We're doing it Friday and Saturday night, and I was thinking I'd rather go on Friday. Is it free? No, it's $5 for students. So, do you want to come? Yes, let's go with her. Sure, alright. Thanks. Better figure out what else I'm doing this week. Right, dun 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 dun. White magic. 1 white magic, 1 stress. 2 white magic, 2 stress. 1 white magic, 1 stress. Fear causes target to feel terror and wish to leave the caster's presence. Activity green magic. 1 green magic, 1 stress. Slow causes the target's body to become sluggish, moving their movement temporarily. Sleep causes the living target to fall asleep. That will come in useful for the Hodag. Failure, gain 2 stress. Ella and I meet outside the gym, and there are lots of people here, not just students, but ordinary people, and families who must have driven up here to see the play. After we buy our tickets, we can go inside. Folding chairs have been set up in rows across the gym, facing the stage. Behind the stage, a giant backdrop painting hangs on the wall, displaying marble pillars and steps to suggest a fantasy of ancient Greece. Well, that kind of looks a bit medieval to me, seeing as they have actual windows that look like they have glass in them. At least it looks like a painting. It's probably an illusion. It's got to be a lot easier than having to paint something so huge. We find a place to sit without anyone too tall in front of us. After a while, the show begins. It was every bit as tragic as Ellen suggested, and bloody too. Nice special effects though. He'll have no fury like a woman scorned. Isn't that Shakespeare? No, it was someone else. Cosgrove, I think, from The Morning Bride. What's that one about? Another story of murder and revenge? The murder and revenge genre. Sort of, it's complicated. Let me see if I can remember. The rebel leader kidnaps the princess. Then they fall in love and get secretly married. Then there's a shipwreck and she's washed up alone and rescued by her father, the king. So the king wants to marry her off to his ally. And she doesn't dare tell him she's already married to his enemy. And she thinks the rebel fellow is dead anyway. And he's not, because he was washed up somewhere else and rescued by a queen, who falls in love with him. And the queen falls in love with the queen, but they're enemies. So everyone loves someone who loves someone else. And they're trying to murder the people they think have betrayed them. Then they feel guilty and try to change their minds. And it's too late because the plots are already in motion. And they all end up killed by their own assassins. So the moral is, I guess, revenge is dangerous. Sorry, ooh, feeling a bit head rushy there. Or else, don't change your mind. The man treated me like Jason would, and I would never do what Medea did. Well, of course you wouldn't do that. But if someone I love betrayed me, they should be punished. Because this time we're going to be joining the Rose and Wasp again. And we are going to get revenge on Kyo later for what he does to Minnie. Because why not? He should have been punished. She took it way too far, but Jason deserved to suffer for the way he treated her. You can't let people get away with that. He should have been punished. I suppose. You know what they say, don't get mad, get even. Just, not by killing people. Bad plan. I hear someone nearby me snicker, but when I turn to look, I can't tell who it was. Half the audience is still milling around after all. Anyway, thanks for coming with me. Not a problem. Let me get the money back automatically. On Saturday morning, the mail allowances are delivered. What should I do today? More study. No more. Not until we've got $50 more. The library is fairly quiet, but familiar faces are still present. Study with Minnie. Minnie helps without my blue magic. Blue magic and smarts increased by 1, stress increased by 4. Next week. Early on Monday morning, all the freshmen are called together.
Good morning, buttercups. Oh, how you fill me up. The Thanksgiving break begins this week after classes on Tuesday. There will be no further scheduled activities until Monday, the 2nd of December. If you're staying through the break, the library will be open and meals will be served in regular times, as well as the feast on Thursday and some organised activities. If you are leaving and you need to leave before tomorrow evening and you haven't already made arrangements, please talk to me after assembly. Now there is one more thing. For those of you who are Wild Seed, if you are leaving, this will be your first time away from the comfort and protection of Iris Academy. You are witches and wizards, and the people around you out there are not. The choice you made 3 years ago still stands. You must not reveal our secrets to the outside world. You must not discuss or display magic in front of anyone who is not one of us. Not your old friends, not your families, no one. If you betray our trust, you will not be allowed to return, and we would miss you. Now, I'm sure you have a busy week ahead of you. Let's get on with your schedules.
Right, we're almost done. There we are. Okay, 2 white magic, 2 stress. Two green magic, 2 stress.
If I might have your attention, please. Take hold of each other's hands and close your eyes. We give thanks to the parents who created us and the friends who helped us grow, to the earth which nurtures us and the other worlds which inspire us. What we have been given and for what we have to give, for those who have taken us in when we were in need, for forgiveness and for hope of renewal. May our tributes bring joy, may no call go unanswered this Thanksgiving season, so may it be.
Hands pull away from mine as other students echo her words.
Have a very happy holiday.
Well, now I can hang up my cape, find my parents and be on my way. School will be waiting for me when I get back. Let's just go through the vacation. All stress is gone, all stress is gone. Vacation Saturday. And we're back. And we're back, and I think I'm going to call it an episode here. So, I'm Paige of Maces, TTFN.